The moment I watched the first episode, I couldn't wait to finish and talk about this anime. It's simply too good and I don't think I'll ever forget it. Now you might be like, this dude is seriously recommending a furry anime? Okay, first thing, you really wouldn't? But jokes aside, I think animes get a lot of judging before even they are watched because the characters are animals. Funny thing, here it doesn't really affect the plot. While in Beastars, there was obviously the plot of the society between the carnivores and herbivores, here the animals part is not the biggest deal. Emphasize on that. There are a few parts where they acknowledge about being animals themselves, but that only lasts like less than 10 seconds. And there are times where they call each other humans. Also, there are animals like birds around, so it shows that there are inferior creatures or they are just humans in animal bodies. Basically, this anime could just be with humans, but that would just be boring and then this would become a forgettable anime. Plus, the animal part might be significant. Either way, enough about the furry part. Let's talk about the plot. We mostly see the story from Odokawa's perspective, a walrus that drives a taxi as his job. He's being investigated by the police and other people and accused of abducting an idol, and from there everything just starts to snowball. As a taxi driver, he meets a lot of people, and at one point all of these characters' lives connect. It's really interesting to see all of these different characters having their own subplots, yet connecting later on just because of a taxi driver. There were a few times where things were a little confusing, probably because I'm stupid, but the more you watch, the more things start to unravel, especially in the last episode, and that was the most interesting. Odokawa has a really good ability to distinguish people. He's not a genius and not everything is in his favor like most animes. He had an accident when he was little, and since then the doctors have been trying to discover what is going into his brain. While some say he's just a bit sassy, Goriki, his doctor and best friend, spends his time trying to figure it out while Odokawa deals with his problems. Odokawa gets in unpleasant situations and has to act like a hero most of the times. He is trying to solve everything, while attempting to enjoy the simple and boring life of a taxi driver. I think the art style is really unique. It has a cartoonish style, but it gives this anime vibe, to the point where you don't feel like watching something on Cartoon Network, but it also doesn't have that boring same overused anime art style. This anime has one of the most chill openings and I love it. I'm even listening to it while writing the script. It might be playing in the background, but maybe not because it's surely copyrighted. The OSTs are good. It's not like anything crazy. It's emotional when it has to be, and serious when it has to be, and etc. ODDTAXI is a must-watch. It's not one of those animes you can just play in the background and understand everything. It really keeps you at the edge of your seat. I really like everything about it. After I finished the last episode, well, most people have an emptiness when they are done with the show they enjoy, and I won't deny, I felt the same. I also felt a nice accomplishment. It ended well. There were no questions unanswered. The last episode definitely said this is the end, and I was actually okay with that. The plot is really unique, and while I'm not really into the mystery genre, this one truly captivated me and made me want to finish it. I cannot recommend this anime enough. It has 13 episodes, so it's pretty short, lovable characters placed in a great setting with unique realistic personalities and flaws. I tried to describe this anime as well as I could without giving too many details and spoilers, because it's definitely an experience you don't want to miss out on. Thanks for watching.